If you're into uniform fashion, this one ought to just tickle the fancy of your color palette as we find out who dons the blue and yellow the best. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Delaware's offense will get first crack at it today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's LeBoy. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's LeBoy. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Silver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Blue Hens with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the bat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The Blue Hens will move the sticks.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got a man, it's LeBoy. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got him downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess. Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Back to pass on second down. They're working that left side. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Blue Hens line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Silver. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Delaware. Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarter...
Turning on the Jets. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
To throw, it's Jenkins. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third down, going up top. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They booted away on fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. FIU pushing tempo. Now the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. FIU will line up to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finding an escape route. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Gets it to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings him to within one.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
From the gun, the ground game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Silver. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Blue Hens look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And back to the air on second down. This one's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They want to run it left here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Now from inside the red zone. They've got the screen set up. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Delaware.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Panthers want to move quickly.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And because of this guy's athleticism, you've got to find so many creative ways to let him carry the football. You'll see it on zone reads. You'll see it on draws, designed runs. How about the old-fashioned bootleg, though? Let him use his speed out on the perimeter to the right, and he sets off a huge gain.
The play-action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. caught over the middle. It's Dawson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to throw. It's Jenkins. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. FIU will line up to punt. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. With the catch, it's LeBoy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Blue Hens are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's LeBoy. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes the easy completion. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Perry. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ricardo Silva Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Blue Hens will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. RPO complete to open the drive. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. FIU pushing tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Jenkins. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab on the left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll ride his man on the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
is on its way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Payne. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
The throw to the outside is complete. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
At the 27, this offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Panthers moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything. Playbook is open to him.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Works the middle. Turning it on! He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Using the quick game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 12 to South Carolina. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. And the Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Push down for the tackle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone, understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Makes the grab. Touchdown, Panthers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
We reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's LeBoy. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
On the option. He'll toss it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Patterson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. He makes a catch. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them, because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school, because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They went with the zone blitz that time, David, and it worked to perfection. direction. What made it successful?
Well, a lot of times when you bring blitzes, you play man behind it. But when you sneak in some zone like this and you got all the eyes on the quarterback still able to cover spots really, really quickly, it takes that first read away from the quarterback, and the zone blitz came home.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. With this one, they can vault into the lead. And the try is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Kelly. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And that's a first down for the offense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's LeBoy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Finds his man. It's LeBoy. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's LeBoy. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it. That's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They take the lead, just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. If more, we should have ran a better route.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They'll run play action. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays through the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
He's moving out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air, it's Jenkins. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there, breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second precious. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They're rushing to the line, already in position for the potential game winner. Got to spike it and stop the clock.
QB spikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Coming up, fourth down.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Of them as they open this possession from their own 20. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Ball is incomplete, falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went right down to the final play. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem